Okay. I'm here. I'm here. It's too good to be true. Feast your eyes upon me. Anybody know what that's from? It's from something. I stole it from something. Hey, Billy. By the way, thank you for the follow, Lorna. I don't know if she's with us today. Lorna is a foundation grad. Just she followed on the 26th, so it was last week, but I didn't notice it. How are we doing, Billy? Not too bad. A little on the tired side. Hey, Amanda. So we're doing a Mermaid for Mermay. I was originally going to do something from the comic tonight. That was my original plan, and but I knew I wanted to do a Mermaid this month. I don't do the full Mermay anymore, but I try to do at least one. And saw something online when I was scrolling yesterday. Triggered an idea, and I thought maybe I'll do it now while I think of it. So that's what we're gonna do. I have a pretty strong idea theoretically of what I want to do, and I have an idea for the pose, but fitting it in here in the way that I'm gonna be happy with is the part that we're gonna need to experiment with a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hey, Sean 66667. Hello. Is this Sean from Foundation? From the new batch, or my new batch anyway? I know you've been there for a couple terms already. Okay, let's. Well, welcome, Sean. Okay, so like I said, we might have a little bit of experimenting to do to really land this somewhere that we're happy with. FT123. Did Mark tell you guys about my streams? I found it. Oh, well, okay. I know Mark sometimes is known to drop me a promo now and then. Mark, you might even be with us right now, although he hasn't spoken up if he is. That head angle, although whether or not it's going to make sense with the body still remains to be seen here. Do I like this angle? I don't know if I do. there's some complexities in what I'm planning here. I gotta be careful. Your last mermaid thing, the one with all the bubbles, or am I thinking of something else? I did that. The one that had the most bubbles was that one that was like kind of the old-timey like scuba suit, aqua lung kind of thing. And I had like a spiral of bubbles going around them. Fuck, you know what? I'm starting to think I should have kept it the way I had it. Maybe I will do that. The last mermaid I did last year, which is crazy that was a year ago now, because I was actually thinking about that one the other day, and then I was like, oh shit, it's actually almost that time again. I did like kind of like an anglerfish kind of mermaid with a big jaw. Last year, instead of Mermay, I did a tribute to female action stars from the movies, which was really fun, and I actually wanted to do it again because when I was kind of putting together my list, I came up with a lot of really good ones that I wanted to use. But I've just been too busy with stuff this go around to make that work again. But maybe next year, or that doesn't necessarily have to be May specifically either, so we'll see. Butt here, it's probably not going to survive. Just saying. You got to use the human anatomy to make sense of what you're doing. Everyone should draw a mermaid this month. I have decided. I have spoken. Do you hear me, Amanda? I won't push it because I know you got a pretty busy slate coming up yourself. But I feel like you would draw an awesome one. Just saying. It's going to be a mysterious, kind of classic siren type. We're gonna walk the line between sexy, cute, and scary. I might change my mind on what I'm doing with this arm here, though. I'm kind of idea that she's got her hand behind her back, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with that or not. I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now, and we'll see how I feel once I do the other details. I would not be at all surprised if I've asked this before, but do we have favorite mermaids from movies or anything? I'm gonna move this head up a little bit. That's what I'm doing here. Ariel, of course. Ariel's pretty hard to beat. Let's be. If we're being honest, I still haven't seen the new live action Ariel, actually. The mermaids from Hook were pretty cool too. They're not in it that much. If we can take Ariel out of the equation, I would probably go with Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides. I thought those mermaids were really cool. And a major influence on what I'm doing here tonight, for sure. Those were mermaids. 100% mermaids. Not all mermaids are sirens, but well, actually no, not all sirens are mermaids here. But no, those were 100% mermaids. Sometimes they are. Like, because you have the sirens that just lie on the rocks and attract men to crash into the rocks, but then you also have the sirens that are mermaids that also do the same thing, that like lure men down or whatever. There's overlap in those mythologies. Yeah, but mermaids can do that as well. If it's half woman, half fish, it's a mermaid. I think I jumped the gun on this head here. I think I'm gonna need to move it. Just gotta like. Yeah, that scene in Pirates I thought was really well done. Where they just kind of appear at the side of the boat. And the guy's totally mesmerized. And they all start going nuts. According to the Odyssey, its sirens are half woman, half bird. I thought that was harpies that were half bird. Aside from doing this, his hand is looking right. Maybe like this. Okay, maybe have it almost cracked here. Okay. I feel like she's palming his head too much. She needs to just be like, yeah, not quite, not quite. We're working on it. We'll get there. I think maybe we got it. Okay, still not quite what I had in mind, but I think I like this better actually. Looks a little bit slightly more aggressive. Sirens are depicted as beautiful harpies and depicted as ugly. It's censored ugly. Wow. Sirens were sometimes depicted as half fish, but that image was more iconic in the medieval period. Okay. Earliest known depiction of a half-fish siren was around 3rd century BC. First literary mention early 8th century AD. And what about mermaids in general? I think it was manatees that were originally mistaken for mermaids, I think, right? Amanda, if we take Ariel out of the equation, who's the next mermaid in line? Did anybody else give an answer, by the way, when I asked that? Now that I think about it. There is only one, okay. I think I'm gonna change up this tail a bit. Still haven't decided about this hand. Kind of like my idea, and I kind of don't. Let's figure out the tail, and then we'll do that. So what I'm going to change with her tail is I'm going to pull it out around this way a bit more. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that. So I can have this kind of billowing mermaid tail. And we'll do some other fins as well. Spiky things as well. like that. I think I'm actually going to take out these spikes. I'm going to put other ones, but I think they're too much overlap with the fins. You guys probably can only see a tiny bit of what I'm even doing here. I'm drawing pretty light right now, but we'll be ready to ink soon-ish, at least, I think. Mention of half fish, half people from Europe to Middle East to Asia to Africa. Mermaid concept is found everywhere. Then a mermaid gets its roots from Old English. Okay. Now I gotta make my decision on this arm. Because my thinking was... it's gonna be like she was hiding her like claws. Almost like hiding a knife behind her back, but they're her. I think I kind of like that. I think I do. As long as I keep her hair billowing up so she doesn't make too much of a mess of that. Columbus may have confused manatees with mermaids. Okay. Which disenchantment makes one of those? I don't remember that in Disenchantment. I don't remember any. Do you remember that, Amanda? We watched that like a month or two ago. Well, me neither. Do you remember the scene, Billy, or did you just read about the reference? Not the Columbus bit, but the confusing mermaids with manatees. Mermaids made manatee sounds. Manatees sung beautifully. Oh, I don't remember that bit at all. Can't decide how I'm feeling about her face. I kind of like the face, and I kind of hate the face. I got her biting her lip with like sharp teeth. I don't think I like it. I have decided I do not care for it. Oh, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I like this idea better. The part that I was kind of struggling with a bit was if this guy should see any sign of evil in her face, and the sharp teeth give that away. But I also kind of wanted the sharp teeth. So what I'm gonna do instead is just have one tooth sticking out. Maybe it would go unnoticed. That's what I'm thinking. Walrus Island and Mermaid Island are right next to each other. Yeah, I don't remember any of that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Never mind. We're talking about Disenchantment, the show. I was thinking of Disenchantment, the movie, the sequel to Enchanted. Never mind. I've seen only the first season of that, of Disenchantment. And I liked it, but there was I was having some sort of technical issue with it, so I didn't keep up with it. It was probably not. I'm sure it wasn't the show. It was it was Netflix was being buggy at the time for some reason. But it's actually been on my list to revisit. But that explains why none of this was ringing even a slight bell. And if you were concerned for your memory as well, Amanda, you can rest assured. For whom the pig oinks. Technically, it's not even the same name. It's just enchantment and just enchanted. But close enough. Fun fact, I actually am fully modeling this guy off Gilligan. I even have a picture of him off to the side there. Probably end up putting a bit more in the way of hair strands, but we'll save it for when I'm inking. Hey Blake. Ponyo, there we go. Technically, Ponyo and Ariel are kind of, because they're both based on Little Mermaid, aren't they? Do you have a favorite mermaid from a movie or anything, Blake? Or Sean, for that matter? You never answered either, if you're still with us. Billy says Ponyo. Amanda says Ariel. And she also says there can be only one mermaid, and it is Ariel. Alright. You can kind of count Ponyo. Although Ponyo really, she switches from person to fish and back again, right? She's not like half her in the same typical sense, but trying to decide if I want to add any accessories to her or just keep her, like, because she's kind of monstrous. Maybe it makes more sense to not have. Mermaid. Okay, I'm gonna give her Batman fins. Okay. Do we have any Splash fans? We watched, I think I mentioned the other day, we watched Kill Bill on the weekend. And there's a mermaid in that, technically. H2O. Is that a Disney Channel movie? I think we're ready to start thinking, by the way, guys. I think we're going to do it. There's one called Mermaids with Cher, I think. And then wasn't there one with, what's her face? Was it Aquamarine or something that had Vanessa Hudgens, I think it was? show based in Australia where 3 girls become mermaids when they get wet after some magic stuff happens to them. Okay. Giving her a bit more of a nose than I'd intended to, but hey Avery. Working is welcome. Nickelodeon had a hand in so I think YTV. That was H2O, okay. Canadian, Australian, Co-Pro. Do you have a favorite mermaid from movies or TV, Avery? Have you ever watched Land of the Lost? The 90s remake of Land of the Lost? Because there was like a mer person in that I remember scared the shit out of me as a kid. They were just like, he was just so fucking creepy looking. Well, maybe scared the shit's an exaggeration, because it didn't deter me from watching the show, I guess, but I always felt uncomfortable when he was on screen. Yeah, I thought you might like the Ponyo reference. Am I right that Aquamarine was Vanessa Hudgens? Emma Roberts, okay. Sarah Paxton. Should I know that name? I feel like it sounds like a name I should know, but I don't know if I know it. Oh, the main girl in Barbarian? Okay. Well, that answers that then. I liked Barbarian a lot. It was one of my favorite movies that year. I thought it was genuinely really scary. I double checked the doors were locked before I went to bed. Not a lot of movies do that to me. Also, what theater did you work at? Like, I will say though that if you saw certain parts of it already, it might detract from the enjoyment a little bit, because a big part of it for me was like not knowing what the hell was going on. Like I had heard it was good, but I knew almost nothing about it, and that definitely I think helped my viewing experience a bit. So if you kind of know the gist of what it's about, and certain moments have been spoiled for you, and obviously it depends on what those moments are, then it might not hit you the same way that it hit me. Not to say that it wouldn't still be a good movie, just maybe I wouldn't. Because I'm like raving about it, kind of, and that might be unique to my experience. Okay, cool. And what did you do at Scotiabank? Cool. Okay, then I don't remember her in that. Oh, actually, I know what it's referring to, but yeah, I don't remember the face from that. I will say that's not a great role from that movie. Like a necessary role, but I mean, like as far as you'd be excited about the paycheck for that one. So, Well, it might have to be the remake of it. I have seen that, and I can probably guess at which one Mary is, but I don't specific. I can't picture her. Ugh. Best part of when I was at the theater was getting to work. Well, tell us more. I don't even know if I know what Show Canada is. I feel like I should know what that is. I don't think I ever actually saw a superhero movie. I know which one it is, but it looks like Spider-Man, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Basically, an event for all these big companies to come and showcase new movies and everything. Oh, cool. So you got to see all the like previews and stuff ahead of time? Cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's like here, guys. Right before the flash drop, so they had cutouts of her. Oh, cool. So this was just last summer then. Did you see the Flash? What did you think of the Flash? I thought the Flash was actually a lot of fun, but definitely nothing too special. And some of the visual effects were like shockingly bad. Some of them were good, but the ones that were bad were like, oof. Those babies, man. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with those babies. Yeah. No, they definitely got away from him. For sure. I have regrets about her nose. Nothing particularly Star Warsy, to be honest. I'll post a Star Warsy drawing. I'll do that. Got one in the tank that you probably saw at Fan Expo, but I haven't actually posted yet. The drawings were posted, but not the color version. I should clarify. Yeah, which didn't really land too close to the day, but whatever. Is what it is. How about you, Billy? Going to a themed event or gonna watch the movies or anything? Hey, JC. How we doing? Cool. Well, if you draw something, definitely share it. I don't know if you realize this, but we like art on this channel. Has that come up yet? I can't remember. forestry area with 2 figures with lightsabers facing them. That could be cool. That could be fun. Lightsabers and their light, I think, are always fun to draw. Especially of the fates. Dun 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 dun. I got stuck in my head. I think I actually had thought about doing this last year for Mermay, and then just never did, or thought of it soon after. The classic idea of a mermaid like pulling a guy down underwater, and then kind of forgot about it, and then I saw some other mermaid art on Facebook the other day that like triggered it. It had like a siren thing as well, but it wasn't this image. And yeah, and then I got kind of excited and I decided to do it while the idea was there. Because originally I was going to work on combat fairies on the stream tonight. Inking as it is right now, it looks like she's holding a decapitated head. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. How are you, JC? Anxious, feel like I should have worked on my sci-fi TV script more, otherwise we're good. Sci-fi script competition, cool. Necessarily, it's also possible to overwork some of this stuff sometimes. How long ago was it that you submitted? I feel like, did you tell us about this before, or is this a new one? I feel like maybe you told us about this. Oh, okay. Cool. Is it a feature script or like a TV pilot or something? Oh, there you go. Pilot of a series, but basically it's about this guy who wants to make ends meet with his family, so he joins a criminal syndicate, but comes across a superhero policing force, simply known as the Company. Cool. So it's told from this guy's point of view? Or does he join the company? Or do we have to watch it one day to find out? Okay. Cool. I like how proactive you've been writing so much, JC. since you graduated. I feel like it's really easy to get kind of stuck when you first graduate, and I feel like writing especially can sometimes trip people up, you know? Like sometimes you need to be in the right mindset to really write, and it can be easy to get discouraged or frustrated with this industry, and that can affect your ability to write. Nice. How long did it take you to write it? Including the additional drafts. Okay. I mean, that's not necessarily like a bad thing. Like well, okay, you got censored. I'm assuming it said you put LMFAO and it likes to censor that because of the F. But I mean, when you're confident in your idea, sometimes it can flow out of you. Like, I find the really slow part for me sometimes is developing the structure. And then once I have that nailed down, and that might take like months or even years of tinkering and note taking and thinking and incubating. But then once I've got that, the rest goes really fast. Weird. Oh, but Ash still. Oh, Twitch. You conservative bastard. I forgot where the light was coming from right there. Should have shaded that a little bit differently. Maybe if I compensate enough. Yeah, but that's with the all the drafts and the editing and all that stuff that comes later. But well, don't let it do that. That's a dangerous mindset to find yourself in for sure. I mean, that would be cool, obviously, but if it doesn't happen, doesn't mean that you're a shitty writer. It just means the competition was stiff, and maybe the next one will go better. I agree with Billy. We're doing some bubbles, but not too many. I'll probably do a lot more digitally when I color this thing. I will definitely color it. Anyway, the Artful Dodger. Remind me, are you reading the Artful Dodger? Or are you drawing the Artful Dodger? You're drawing. I know this has come up, but I'm blanking on exactly what it was. Okay, I'm definitely gonna add some more hair strands. I might just do these ones as spot blacks though. Help a bit more with the impression of depth. Oh! Maybe we didn't talk about that. I don't know, but I do remember that then. Is it like a spin-off of Oliver Twist? Okay, noted. It's a sequel to Oliver Twist. Is he grown up now? The Dodger, I mean, not Oliver. Well, maybe both, I guess. Oh, wow. Does he still pickpocket? Does he pickpocket his patients? Or do you mean Oliver's the duck? Well, he still gets up the schemes and such as the doctors. Okay. I just realized. No. I'm trying to remember which one Challengers is. I feel like I saw something for that, but I'm not sure if I'm remembering exactly what that was. Fill us in. Zendaya is a tennis player. Oh, that's what that meme's been all about. It's been like how all the Mary Janes play tennis. Sliding on the paper, which was intentional, but then I hit some ink spot and hit some traction. Not expecting. You know what? I just remember why I didn't realize it was the tennis one, but I saw the poster at the theater. The train station that I go to every day has a theater at it, and it looked like Zendaya's face, but it was so close I wasn't actually sure. Yeah, I think so. And like, but it's like really close up on her face. And I think it did make me think it was Zendaya, but I wasn't sure if it was Zendaya. I actually don't know if I know the name. Like, what else has he done? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I honestly don't know. I did see. Okay, wait. Which one was Call Me by Your Name? Fuck. I think I saw it and I liked it, but maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Is that the one with Mahershala? Or is it a different one? Oh, maybe I didn't see that one then. I don't know if I did see that. Not the one with Steve Carell as his dad, is it? And I don't know if I know Bones and All. What is the one I'm thinking of with Mahershala? Was that Moonlight? Moonlight was good. Oh, right, okay. The thing is, I have a hard time catching up sometimes on the on some of those ones lately because I always like watching them, but I have a tendency to overwork myself a bit, and then when I finally sit down to watch a movie, I'm kind of more in a turn off the brain mode. So I haven't been turning on the last couple of years. I haven't been turning on the more dramatic ones quite as often. But those have definitely been on my list at various points. Probably on my Netflix watch list, but they maybe have left Netflix since then. I'm almost positive Call Me By Your Name was on my list, but it's not, maybe not on Netflix currently. Crack all of my appendages. Ink these fins similar to the hair, although I'm also going to do some spot blacks in there as well. Mix it up a little bit. Appendages. I think it's what I eventually said. I just kind of had a moment. Okay. Struggling to see my original pencil line here. I did this one really light. something that I've animated recently. I animated some stuff for a thing that I don't know if I should mention online yet. But yeah, I had a freelance gig pretty recently, which might turn into an ongoing thing, but yeah, I probably shouldn't say it live on Twitch just in case. It's nothing huge, so don't get excited that way. It's just the nature of the beast sometimes. I mean, about that, I'll say that it's a bunch of 30-second, very cartoony kind of comedic shorts, but for a kind of a business purpose. And the last thing I animated before that, because I've mostly been working on the comic, but I did, not last year, but the year before that, I animated 2 music videos for a singer named Noreen Braun, a local singer, and did some animated segments for a documentary short called The Moviegoer. Oh, that went well. That was fun. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, actually. I'm going to go grab some water because I'm kind of dying of thirst. Then we'll come back. I'm going to add some scale textures to her, and we'll fill in all the spot blacks, and we'll wrap this thing up. I'm back in like 1 minute. And we'll talk about the Hallmark movie. Okay, I'm back. That was much needed. The Hallmark movie went well. So friend Lori got me the gig. She works in set deck. And so she got me and another friend, Maddie, to rent some of our art and tabling supplies, and also be extras. And then ironically, on the movie, I manned Maddie's table and she manned mine because the AD didn't know whose was who, and it doesn't really matter as far as the movie. We're just gonna be out of focus in the background anyway. But yeah, basically we have their art tables at a like a outdoor Christmas market kind of thing. I don't know if I can say online what it's called. The title might be subject to change anyway. But it might end up being the first Hallmark movie that I have ever watched. might need to add more hair still, and not just the spot black versions either. Anybody out there Hallmark Christmas movie fans? Me neither. There's a movie, I forget what the hell it's called. Kelsey first told me about it, and I think Amanda said she watched it as well. That's like a parody on Hallmark Christmas movies. It's apparently really good, but I forget what the hell it's called. I want to say Paul Rudd's in it, but I might be wrong about that. They came together? Oh, that's the name of the movie? Maybe. working tomorrow morning, JC? Okay. Add a little bit more. My hair here. No, I have tomorrow off, but I have things I'm working on, so. I'm doing a version of well, like the animatic assignment that I give everybody in storyboarding class. I'm doing one of them myself. I've been wanting to do it for a while, partly just for fun because I see them done every term, and sometimes I get thinking about how I would do some of these. And I thought it'd be good to use as an example. I was going to wait till I was finished my comic to do it, but I decided to do it now first for a few different reasons. One of them, I'm trying to track down a little bit more freelance work at the moment, and thought having a fresh new storyboard sample maybe wouldn't be such a bad idea, because I haven't done a storyboard commission in a while. And I have something else that I just kind of got this morning that I'll have to do pretty much as soon as that's done, and then I can go back to the comic. Timing of it all is a little frustrating because I'm so anxious to get that comic done, but it is what it is. Not doing the bouncing ball, just the animatic. Like I'm doing the Night of the Living Dead script. Honestly, Billy, okay, well, I'm excited to be finished it. Like, I'm very excited, but it's also, I'm so close that anytime I'm distracted away from working on it, it's really frustrating. Yeah, I'll put it up on the Discord. I do try to set personal deadlines, self-imposed deadlines for my different projects, but because they're self-imposed, sometimes they'll get usurped by other things. Just like it sort of somewhat is right now, but yeah. There we go. I think our hair is pretty solid now. Yes, I am. I have another comic. So there's a lot on my potential to-do list for when I finish Combat Fairies. Both comic projects and otherwise. One of the comic projects that I'm considering maybe doing next is actually a comic series that I created when I was like 12. And I've had some ideas, and there's something about your imagination when you're 12, you know? It's a little different. And some of it needs to be refined, for sure, but some of the absurdity of it is also really fun. And so if I do that, I'm actually thinking I might try to do that more as a formal pitch to a publisher, because I think it would be somewhat suitable for all ages, and that might make it an easier sell, as well as opening the door for other potential places that I could try to send it. So I'm not, because like Scholastic published Bone and stuff. It would be like edgier than your average like kids book and stuff, but it would be potentially sellable there. So I might do that. But if I do one of the other ones, I might still submit just to see what happens, I guess. But I would be a lot more open to doing the self-publishing thing again, with the Kickstarters and all that kind of stuff. But outside of that, I might. I've got 2 animated shorts that I want to do when I finish Combat Fairies. And a more ambitious animated project I want to do as well. But I gotta not only develop it further so that it's actually ready to become something, but also would need to get certain ducks in a row before it would become like feasible, probably too. I actually have thought of that, but if I ever do it, it would be a long way from now. But I did think about doing like a 5-part mini-series. Each one would focus on a different fairy that showed their entire backstory, which is kind of alluded to in the first chapter of Volume 1, but we don't get too involved in just yet. Okay, we're almost done here, but we also gotta do a shit ton of pointillism for her scales, so we still got a bit of time. So get comfy, guys. Hoping this doesn't take too much longer, but if we're being honest, pointillism is a slow ass process. So. Yeah, no. I'll tap out before we get to 3:30. Or, well, 3:13. Bear in mind, we're not filling her entirely in with this. We're just adding the implication here. Remember, Billy, in like the earlier days of the stream, predicting how long a drawing was going to take was like one of our regular things. Mostly between you and Virtue. As I recall, you were the master guesser usually, were the most accurate. We just had this conversation a couple weeks ago, and I forget what we determined. I think it was 2018. I think did I start or no? Or was it 2019? Maybe it was 2019. I think it was 2019. It was January 2019. I think we determined. So that means that we hit 5 years, I guess, this past January, which maybe would have called for an anniversary if I've been paying a bit more attention. Maybe it'll be the 6-year anniversary at that point. I do have an idea for one that I want to do. I had a similar thought, and then I know Mark talked about it. I think Billy maybe mentioned it too, but like pulling up all my old stream drawings I've done on the stream since the beginning, and just flipping through them on the stream, and then maybe picking one to like redo. Either because I didn't like how it turned out, or because I'm just inspired to do that character again, doing something else. I don't know. You can probably barely see all the pointillism on the screen there. I have done quite a lot of it, actually. Ink, 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 ink. This is the inking song. Something else I animated recently, Billy, was a robot duck. And we had the spring break intensives a few weeks ago. where we had like high school kids in for some classes, and I was showing them how to do animation in Adobe Animate, and they were using assets they had created in Illustrator with Ingrid. And so I had a robot duck that Ingrid made, and I animated that. I did a walk cycle, and I animated it jumping kind of Mario style, and then landing on the other side of the stage. Do you have a favorite mermaid from movies or TV, JC? We were asking people earlier, or I was asking people earlier, I guess I should say. Little Mermaid. Classic, that's fair. Actually, I just remembered, I wanted to do an aerial drawing, and I was going to do that this month for Mermay. And then I remembered this siren idea that I had. Well, maybe we'll end up doing an aerial one before the month is out. We'll see. I got a few other fan art ones for Tuesdays that I'm excited for. So we might do both this month, but we're going to spread them out a little bit. Tales from the Crypt music I was just humming. I'm not sure why that came to mind. I mean, it'd probably be Ariel as well. But I also gave a strong honorable mention earlier to the mermaids in Pirates of the Caribbean. They were really cool. All right, guys, I think we're done. I think she's ready for a signature. There we go. We are done. Thank you, JC. Thank you, Avery. So we'll give somebody a raid like usual. Next week we'll be back for both streams. Tuesday, I already have something in mind. I forget what it is now. I got a few lined up in my mental order. Remind myself of which one I told myself I would do next. Thank you, Billy. And on Thursday, we'll for real this time work on a Combat Fairies thing. Most likely we'll do a cover for, there'll be the Chapter 10, Volume 3 cover that we'll do, most likely. Otherwise, we'll ink a page, but it'll probably be the cover. I have an idea for the cover I'm kind of excited about. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Let's give somebody a raid. And, we'll get out of here. Let's see. Who do we got? Could raid Macabre Derek. Why not? We haven't raided him in a while. Let's do it. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid!